Welcome to the first episode of On The Job. So essentially what this series is going to be about is us vlogging our experiences, our jobs, the cars that we do while physically working on the car. We'll talk you through the processes as well and show you what it is we do on a daily basis. We'll hopefully release these maybe once a fortnight, maybe do it slightly quicker to begin with just to build some traction. But yeah, so the first one up is this Porsche Boxster, and we'll rewind this back and we can go and watch us washing it, decontaminating it, whipping the wheels off, cleaning under the arches, and then we'll get it in our detailing bay for a right proper look. So let's go. So on this Boxster, we've got a couple of things that we just need to kind of be careful with. One of the things I'm going to show you is, well, first of all, we can see the swirls and the haze and the buffer trails all on, and the just horrible mess in that front bumper there. But particularly if we look closely at these lights, if you can see that edge all the way around there, it's like the lacquer has peeled and burst on it, which is, I've done a lot of Porsches and that's actually one of the first I've seen that on these, so we're going to need to do a little bit of looking into that, but I don't know if these are going to need flattened or what's going to be the process here, but yeah, we'll have to be pretty careful with them. So front bumper, as we said, it's pretty hologrammed. There's some heavy swirls there. Bonnet's actually not that bad, just some swirls. Again, the same with this light, it's the exact same issue. If we move on to the wing, we can see it's a bit swirly. Apologise for the noise, guys. There's a company next door, no, company working on their castles, but bouncy castles that is, by the way, just in case you're wondering. But there we can see some hazing, some heavy scratches on the door there. Some heavier and deeper marks down here on the skirt. And these Boxsters, they don't really have the stone guard kind of paint like underneath, it's just continuous. So there's a bit of road rash there, and you can see some heavier scuff marks just along that door there. Mirror, try and get it to focus. A little hazy. It's definitely not the worst car we've had in. Some swirls on the window pillar there, just where it's been polished before. If you can see, it's still polish inside the parking sensors, which we'll get rid of as well. On the driver's wing, we've got some heavy score marks. If we just look there, just on that part there on the paint. Again, the usual road rash, and you can see that heavy swirl in there as well. Plastics, they're actually always a bit of a problem on these, but they've been cleaned with some heavy TFR. You can see there's damage along there and there, so we're going to have to try and kind of recondition them and see what we can do for those guys. Just get a little scuff there, you can see in that light. Swirling on the boot lid, back bumper, pretty nasty with some swirls, but not the worst. Silver does tend to hide things a little bit. We'll remove all this tape and stuff that's left on here. Recondition those plastics, lights. Exactly what I expected when you see the rest of the paint. Is a soft top, but to be honest, it's actually in really good condition. There was no mould even down the seams, it was pretty good. So we're just going to move the car up and do the lower sections. Ideally I would have a scissor lift, but unfortunately I just have the two poster lift right now. We'll hopefully get a scissor lift in the near future. So yeah, we're going to lift the car up and do bottom bumper sections, all the lower down sections, make it easier on the old back. And yeah, we'll get stuck right in about this car. So I've already clay barred it, just to panel wipe it down now, getting ready for polishing. So tar and glue and all that sort of, well, tar has already been done, clay bar's already been done, panel wipe now happening. We'll get it taped up and we've got a lot of polish to take out and areas. I think the guys recently bought the car. It came from a dealer and they've tried to fart it up a bit. I'm going to record the bit that I have an issue with, which is a bit funny, but might not add it in, so we'll just have to wait and see if the owner allows me to do that, because he might not want that known. But anyway, let's get in about it. So we're back with the Porsche Boxster, and we have done all the lower sections when it was on the lift, and now we've also done back wing, door and we've refined the filming because we'd already corrected that while I was up in the lift. We filmed a little bit of it, not too much, not done any talking, because it's a hot time in here when I was doing that particular bit of the filming, and we've got customers coming in, out, asking questions, people bringing dogs today, all sorts, so it's too much of a nightmare. I'm trying to film and there's people standing there watching waiting to talk to me, so we just don't do it, or I don't do it anyway. I definitely don't have the confidence for that. But going to move on to the bonnet now, which I'll chat you through. So like I was saying right at the start of the video, I had watched somebody detailing a car, and I think they only had the one machine, which is not detailing. It's not what it is, and people, I can already see people going, oh well, that's all the guy's got, blah blah. Fine, I don't mind if that's all the guy's got. If he's only got the one machine and one pad and one bottle of polish, well done, but it isn't detailing. It's not what it is. It's he's wrecked the panel and pads were gone all sorts of. It was just horrible to watch, and I think he blamed the pad or something along those lines. So, which was incorrect. So essentially, how you combat that, and it's what you'll see me do in the video, is you can't just be running a 5-inch, 6-inch pad, which we don't really use anyway, but a 5-inch pad up to these little edges for a couple of different reasons. One, this is not flat, and it does have a kind of upward point to it. It's got a nice curvature on there. Now if your machine is running along there and the edges catch here, you can either burn sections of that paint or you can burn sections of that paint. So we want to make sure that we are not doing that. So essentially what we do, and what most guys I know in the industry will do, is like 1-2 inch in this area here, taping up vulnerable areas. Again, there's a deep recess and inlay in these Porsches, so just for safety I just like to tape up this little corner, because you don't have to do it all the time, but for me it's just in case, you never ever know. So we'll kind of 1 inch in this corner here, then kind of 1 and 2s and mixes of 3s in here, depending on what shape your bonnet is. Like BMW's got one kind of body line, then a fatter body line, and then the main body line. So I'm using 1, 2 and 3 on there, so it really just depends. So and you want to try and do it properly, and it makes your refining a lot easier if you do it like that. And I just, out of kind of purpose, I always start the smaller, then increasing the one to my 5-inch work. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to show you the footage on that. I was correcting this whole bonnet. To probably do it on a time lapse, because it'll take hours, or it'll take a long time anyway. So that's it. I'm looking forward to getting this car gone, actually. Not to get rid of it, but we have had it for a while because the customer's on holiday, so we kind of had it for maybe 2-3 days, and well, 2 days, and didn't really do anything with it. It was just here, and then we started working on it. So it's been about 4 days. It'll be about 4 or 5 days in total on the car. Only thing we've got left to do is refine this wing, do the door. I've done that whole section, and do that upper part of the wing, and also to do this little window A-pillar here as well. Mirrors. You start bringing things off and the bus actually gets bigger. We've got to wet vac and hoover the soft top, then protect it, cover the car. I've got that work to do, by the way. Let's go. left to do is this top panel and this door, refine the wing and interior, and that's us done with the cleaner and machine polishing, and then we'll coat it. Might actually give it a quick rinse down, bring it back in, dry it, coat it, and it'll be ready for the customer to collect. So day 4. Probably spend the rest of the day on this and then that'll be it done. So pretty thankful about that. But yes, I love working in these cars. We seem to have done a lot of polishes over the last couple of months, and it's always a privilege. So let's get back to it. Machine polishing, done, everything. It's the best feeling ever, ripping that masking tape off and getting ready to coat the car. So I just wanted to make sure like the dust levels were pretty low, which they were. Use the airline, and what we're going to do now is panel wipe the car and get it ready for its coating. So we'll panel wipe it, then maybe leave it for about 10-20 minutes, blow some more dust off. There's no dust, but just any that lies about, probably drop that curtain and get to coating. So that's the plans now. And next we're moving on to the pickup, which will be our next YouTube video, which is a massive one. It's a huge job, so it'll be quite good. But we'll get this car coated, we'll get the interior done, you can see the rest of the video, and we'll catch up with you right at the very end.